Hey everybody, it is Chris the New Jersey Picker here, and I got a little bit of a different video for you today. As you saw, I titled it, I think, like something like what we sold this week in eBay, but that's not really true. It's something we didn't sell. It's sort of what we sold the day after the weekend. Today is December 20th, and I'm just going over what I sold in the last 24 hours, and I wanted to sort of give you like a behind the scenes look at, you know, what I'm dealing with here in terms of my limited storage, where I keep everything. Unlike other resellers, I actually don't have like an office, or I have an office. I don't have like a big storage shed or a cabin as some other ones do, or a warehouse. I literally do this all in our house. I mean, this is literally, my office has been taken over, if you can see behind me here, by all of my supplies and a lot of my inventory. More inventory over here, more inventory down there. I have a ton more inventory in closets here. I have stuff I haven't listed in bags on the floor. We're just all over the place, but that's how you sort of have to grow, right? I mean, so we're part-time right now, and we're looking to grow and try to make this bigger. But as of right now, this is how we're doing it. So I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes, show you what we sold. I'm going to give you like a little behind the scenes, because some of this stuff has been in videos, I think, and some of the stuff is coming in videos, and some of the stuff is stuff that you never saw in a video because I didn't film it. So I'll tell you pretty much what we sold, what I paid for it at the time, and then what we're actually selling it for. And then at the end, I'm going to go over more of like in detail the numbers, so you can sort of see what the breakdown looks like between selling on Facebook and selling on eBay. And I'll explain why I sell on both, because it's pretty big difference when you're looking at the two of them, but there's a reason why I still prefer eBay over Facebook. So let's go and gather some of this stuff up, and we'll go get it. So I'm going to walk with you down here to our closet that we have. We'll come over here and we'll show you. This is dark, so there's, unfortunately, you're going to see this here, there is no light in this closet, but this is what I deal with. So we'll turn on my flashlight here, get some light in here, and we definitely have some sales out of here today. Let's see. Well, we sold a lot of 4 Bon Jovi CDs. I don't know if they're here or if they're in my other area. Okay, we're back here. So it was 4 New Jersey CDs. It was Bon Jovi, New Jersey, Crossroad, Keep the Faith, and Crush. I can tell you that I sold these for $15. I'm sorry, $10, but we only paid 10 cents a piece for those. So we paid 40 cents for that, sold it for 10, and we sold that on Facebook Marketplace, which is great. So let's look at eBay here. All right, so we have John Carpenter's Halloween we sold, and we sold Jaws from here. So let's grab those out. Let's see where they are. Here's Jaws. Jaws we paid a quarter for, which is pretty cool. I like when we pay a quarter for something. And Jaws we sold for $5.59. So it may not seem like a big deal, but I mean, that's 22 times the buying price that we sold it for, which is pretty nice. And then the real nice one is this guy here. This is a John Carpenter's Halloween sealed original plastic. We paid nothing for this. So what I like to do is I like to scour Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone has any, you know, VHS tapes or cassette tapes that they're selling. And sometimes you come across people saying, hey, I have a box of VHS tapes, just take them all for free. This was one of those instances, and I didn't see any horror on top of this box when in the pictures. They literally had some Disney ones, and was there something cool that I saw? Might have been like a Lethal Weapon or a Die Hard or something I saw on top. So I was like, you know, I'll just take a chance with it. It's a box of VHS tapes. There should be some value in there. And when I pulled it out, the Halloween one was in there. This one we actually sold for $24.49. It's the Blockbuster Presents one. It's not as good if you had an original Halloween where it's the original cover. I mean, those you're probably talking, you know, probably in the thousands of dollars. Kevin Commonwealth Picker talks about that all the time, and those are the kind that you really want. But this is like one of those more just a promo ones, but it's still cool that it's wrapped in. Got $24.49 on a $0 investment. So I mean, you really cannot go wrong when you're talking about that. And the last thing we sold should be in this box here, I think. It was a Rick and Morty building set that I had bought for $1. Nope, not in this box. Probably in the box underneath this. And as you can see, guys, this is my closet area. This is just, it's sort of a mess, but I sort of know how the inventory system on this goes. So, whoop, don't turn on me, camera. Yep, there it is. Rick and Morty building set. It was new, never opened, had a little bit of like creases at the bottom on the things, but it's never actually been opened. Paid $1 for it, and we sold that for, I think, $7.49 was what we actually sold that for. Let's see. Yeah, $7.49 we sold that for on $1 investment. So not the greatest, but not terrible either. And the one thing you guys should know is I actually charge shipping for everything. I'm not one of those sellers that, I hear that a lot. People are like, oh, give free shipping, give free shipping. Never had to. I charge shipping on everything. It has never affected my sales in any way. So I'm really happy about that. Let's close this up. We're going to go to our next area that we have product in. I'll let you guys see my beautiful face as we're going. So we have another closet up here. I'm just going to drop these off first. So again, you see another closet full of just merchandise. We got some books, some video games, more books. But what I'm looking for is actually down here. We actually sold, you see my slippers. We actually sold in this one. This is another great one that we did. This was through Facebook. We sold this vintage brown 30 count cassette holder from BMI. It was a made in the USA. This guy here, this is another one we got for free. And the reason that we got that for free is we were doing a bunch of sales this summer. And this is actually, I think, before we even started filming. And it was just someone had a yard sale set up where everything they were giving away was free. And they had a bunch of just like, you know, generic cassettes in there, some blank ones. Nothing of real interest. You know, I think we sold a couple of them out of there, nothing great. But the actual case was where I knew where the money was. Priced that at $25 on Facebook Marketplace. And we sold it. So $0 in, sold for $25. Those are the ones you really like. All right, so I know we have a piece of Corningware up here that we sold. So let's find that. I think we're getting close to being done. So up here in this box, I know I have, pretty sure the Corningware is up here. Yep. So this was not on a sale that you guys saw. This was just vintage Corningware teapot. I think it's a 12-ounce variety. What was great about that one, that was at a Goodwill, I think. Either a Goodwill or a Salvation Army I picked that one up at, and it was $2, and we sold that one for $12, which is pretty decent. Can't complain about a $2 at the $12. We have a few more things to go. I'm gonna come over here. I have sold a lot of autographs over the past couple of years, something I still do sell, and I keep them all in this crate here. And we sold a Mark Henry autograph. That's this guy right here. Is there two in there? There are two. Pull one of these out. So what's nice is there's a company out there that does authentic autographs called Pro Wrestling Crate. And sometimes they run promotions where you can get autographs for cheap. And I got this one as a set of 5 autographs for $25. I bought a whole bunch of them, so I knew I would get duplicates. Got the Mark Henry autograph, paid $5, sold it for $15. So, you know, not a huge profit, but not terrible at all either, which is pretty nice. All right, and I will actually get a plastic holder for that as well. Showing you guys the garbage pail. You need to see that. Last thing that we sold, last two things I'm pretty sure that we sold. We actually literally just listed these yesterday. This will be from a video you see down the road, probably like, I'm gonna say end of January, beginning of February, you might see this video, is how long out it is. But we have the Duke hat new with tags, Budweiser hat new with tags. Paid 50 cents a piece for them. Sold the Budweiser hat for 15, sold the Duke hat for 20. $1 in, sold for 35. That's awesome. Okay, everyone, so I promised to go over some numbers with you on this. So you saw I think it's the 9 items that we sold. Let's go over Facebook first, and then we'll go over eBay afterwards. And you're gonna be like, wait a second, why do you want to sell on eBay more than Facebook after you hear these numbers? So we had a really good sales day. I mean, this is the kind of sales day that everyone in the reselling business wants to have. So on the Facebook side, like I said, the 4 Bon Jovi CDs we paid 40 cents for, sold for 10. The cassette holder we paid 0 for, sold for 25. The Budweiser hat sold for 50 cents. I'm sorry, bought for 50 cents, sold for 15. The Duke hat bought for 50 cents, sold for 20. Facebook Marketplace is great because they literally take a 5% flat fee from you, which is awesome. So you know right away, if you sell something for 10, you just made $9.50. What's really nice with Facebook Marketplace, and I urge everyone to do this, is you can charge for shipping on Facebook Marketplace. And if you do, you don't pay for shipping out of your own pocket like you do with eBay. Facebook charges the customer the price of the item plus shipping, but they only pay you what you've sold the item for minus their 5% fee. I hope that makes sense, because if anyone sells on eBay, you know that's not the case. eBay does not operate that way. Facebook does. So for all of this, I charge shipping. I don't include free shipping on anything, because then you have to take that price out and make the label yourself, pay for the label yourself. It's a hassle. Facebook makes it super easy. Use the charge shipping on Facebook. When I see people not charging shipping on Facebook, I don't understand why. You're just making more work for yourself. Let Facebook do everything for you. You can literally just put create label. It prints the label. You slap it on. You're good to go. You weigh everything beforehand. You just have to box up and send out. It's super easy and it's a great process. I love it. So all in all, we paid $1.40 for the 4 items that we sold. We got $70 of sales out of that. So we made $63 of profit on a $1.40 investment. That's phenomenal. On the eBay side of things, like I said, the Halloween we paid $0 for. We sold it for $24.49. Jaws we paid $0.25 for, sold for $5.59. Rick and Morty we paid $1 for, sold for $7.49. The Corningware we paid $2 for, sold for $12. And the Mark Henry we paid $5 for, sold for $15. Now, that's not the full story with eBay, because eBay, as everyone knows, they charge their customers nothing for shipping. And if you charge for shipping, you get the payout plus the shipping that was charged to the customer included. So as an example, the Halloween that we paid $0 for and we sold for $24.49, eBay actually charged the customer $27.68 because of the shipping cost on there, which is $3.19 media mail. And then they take their fees out, which was like $4.57. So we make a net profit of $23.11 on that Halloween DVD, on that Halloween VHS. So when you look at it like that, you're like, ooh, it's a little bit different than what you would actually think. So the way that it breaks down the eBay side without going through each one individually is we paid $9.25 for everything. eBay charged the customers $104.94. We actually got out of it like actually, let me do math quick, like $89 and some cents, but that includes the shipping. So you have to factor the shipping out of that. So after the shipping comes out, we make $61.50 on that sale. So what eBay charges is around 14.75% for us for all of our eBay purchases. So 14.75 isn't terrible. We've been doing a lot of selling. We have over 1,000 feedback ratings. So our eBay store is doing pretty good. And they actually give us a low rate. I know when I first started, I was paying anywhere between 19 to like 23%. Which is pretty high. But again, this is still why I don't charge shipping, because if you give out free shipping, you have to factor that out of what you sold an item for. And if you don't sell an item for enough, you're not going to make enough profit on it to make this worthwhile for you. But for us today, we paid $10.65 for the 9 items we sold, and our profit that we're making after fees is $124.50. Doing my math, that's about a 12x profit on everything we sold across the board, which is phenomenal. That's what you want to do. That's how you make money reselling. You buy low, sell high, and you try to make sure you get the most out of an item that you can. Now, again, like we saw with the Mark Henry, we bought for $5, sold for $15. After fees, we actually made $14.39 on that. So we only made like $9.39 on a $5 investment, where, obviously our 2 biggest wins were the $0 investments, where we're making, $23 plus on both of those. And those are the kind that they don't come along very often, but if you get them, you definitely want to jump at them, because people put free stuff out all the time, and there is money to be made in the free stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thinking that I probably threw some numbers in here as well. A little bit different of a video than what I normally put out. But I figured that I wanted to do something a little bit different this week, as I knew with the holiday coming up, I wasn't going to be able to put our normal video out. You'll see another normal video out closer to New Year's weekend. But I wanted to have something out there for you this week. And I also want to be able to say happy holidays to everyone. I hope everyone has a really safe and real happy holiday. And, after Christmas, it's thin until we start getting, more yard sales and church sales and estate sales opening up, but there will be some stuff in January, and you guys will be able to get out there and get some stuff. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this one. Let me know if you liked it or not. Let me know if you want me to do more of these, or if you're like, oh no, Chris, don't do these ever again. This was terrible. I don't want to watch this. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I hope you guys do want me to do more, because I'd like to do more of these. They're sort of fun to do, and I like to show everyone what we sold. So as always, from me to you, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up, like it, ring the notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. Come along with me again next week, when we definitely will go on another great garage sale hunt. And as always, stay safe out there. Bye.